We've all been there, right? That amazing customer service experience, and then those other ones we'd just rather forget. But what if I told you great service isn't some kind of magic? What if it's more like a recipe with really specific ingredients? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to break down.
I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? Just think about the last time a company completely wowed you versus the time you were, pulling your hair out in frustration. That gap feels enormous, but you might be surprised to learn the reasons behind it are actually super consistent.
And that's really the heart of it. Great service isn't random. It's not about just getting lucky or hiring nice people. Nope. Researchers have actually studied this, and it turns out there's a real science to it. A structured way to build and measure what makes service, well, great.
And that science gives us a magic number, 10. Yep, there are 10 key ingredients, 10 determinants that consistently pop up whenever service is truly top tier. So in this explainer, we're going to unpack every single one.
Okay, so first things first, let's just get on the same page. When we say service quality, this is what we're talking about. It's a really simple but powerful idea. Did the service you got actually meet your expectations and solve your problem? That's the benchmark for everything else we're about to cover.
So, let's start with the first 4 ingredients. I like to think of these as the foundation. Just like building a house, if this part isn't solid, the whole thing is going to come crashing down. Why? Because every single one of these is about building trust.
And here they are, the 4 pillars: reliability, competence, credibility, and security. You can already see how they all tie back to that core idea of trust, right? So let's break each one down. First up, reliability. This one's huge. It's basically the promise that the great experience you had on Monday is going to be the exact same experience you have on Friday. It's all about consistency, delivering on your promises every single time. Because let's be honest, inconsistent service destroys trust faster than anything else.
Next, let's look at a pair: competence and credibility. They're like 2 sides of the same coin. Competence is about having the actual skills to do the job. Credibility is making the customer believe you have those skills. And this is so critical today because people are way more skeptical than they used to be. You can't just say you're an expert, you've got to prove it.
And the final pillar of our trust foundation is security. What's really cool here is how it breaks down into the simple CIA triad. Confidentiality. Is my data being kept private? Integrity. Can I trust my data hasn't been messed with? And accessibility. Can the right people and only the right people get to it? In our digital world, this is absolutely non-negotiable.
Okay, so our foundation of trust is in place. It's solid. Now we can build the next layer, which is all about the human connection. This is where the actual interaction happens, where feelings and emotions come right into the foreground.
And the ingredients for a great human connection, they're right here: responsiveness, access, courtesy, and communication. This is all about how the customer feels they're being treated during the service itself.
Let's start with communication, because it is so fundamental. And this chart just nails the difference, doesn't it? Bad communication is talking at someone, using all this confusing jargon. Good communication, on the other hand, is a real 2-way conversation, using simple language and making sure everyone's on the same page.
Next up, we've got responsiveness and access, another pair that just go hand in hand. It really means, are you there when your customer needs help, and do you get back to them quickly? The research suggests a pretty clear standard here: answer queries within a single business day. Any longer than that, and you can just feel that connection start to weaken.
And what about courtesy? You might think it's a small thing, but the impact is massive. Get this. Research from McDonald's found that a full 20% of all customer complaints were simply because an employee was unfriendly or rude. Just one bad attitude can be the single reason a customer decides they're never coming back.
All right, so we've built our foundation of trust. We've established a human connection. Now it's time for the final part: the details that matter. These are the ingredients that take a service from being just good to being truly great, from forgettable to memorable.
And our final 2 ingredients are exactly that: the finishing touches, really understanding your customers and paying close attention to the tangibles. This is where the real artistry comes in, where you show you've gone that extra mile. You see, understanding the customer is so much more than just hearing them. This SEA framework is a fantastic way to think about it. S is for sincerity. Listen just to listen, not to figure out what you're going to say next. E is for ethics. Focus on their needs, not your sales quota. And A is for asking.
Guide them with good questions so they feel confident. It's about helping, not selling. And finally, tangibles. Now, you might think of a service as something abstract, but there are always physical clues. Think about it: a clean office, professional-looking staff, an easy-to-use website, even a bill that's simple to read. All of these tangible things send a powerful message about your quality, whether you realize it or not.
So let's put it all together. You can really boil all 10 of these ingredients down to 3 simple questions. The foundation asks, do I trust them? The human connection asks, do they respect me? And the details ask, do they actually get me? It's a pretty powerful checklist. You know, I think this quote from Henry Ford just perfectly captures the whole spirit of this. True quality, true service excellence isn't some performance you put on when the customer is watching. It's an ingrained habit of just doing things the right way all the time. So, now that we've gone through the entire recipe, I want to turn the question over to you. When you think about the services you use every single day, which of these 10 ingredients is the one that makes or breaks the experience for you personally? It's a great question to think about.